Okay, ladies, got a new toy and I kind of wanted to go over and kind of do something a little bit different in reviewing this new toy and kind of going on with this particular bike. So I just picked up a 1999 Kawasaki Kdx 220. Here it is right here. And I kind of wanted to discuss about how I ended up here and kind of the process this last year has been. For the past year and a half, I've kind of been saving money. I've been buying and selling bikes and parts and stuff, and saving up money because I wanted either a new KTM or a Husqvarna or even the new Beta. Um, that was the route that I was going to go, and that's why I kind of took a year to kind of save up the money and buy the bike. I have the money, but then when it came to it, actually, let me back up. I even thought about going to a four-stroke, looking at a couple of the 250Xs and all that kind of stuff, and from Honda, and I even thought about converting into a four-stroke bike. But the more and more I thought about it, I really enjoy the old school stuff. I really enjoy the old two-stroke stuff and bikes that I can work on and tinker and set up for myself. So I decided on the KDX 220. I've had a couple of 200s. The 200, it's pretty much the same bike. It just has a bigger size cylinder, but same bike for the most part. But this is my first KDX 220. If you don't know much about them, I'll kind of go over briefly. They're great off-road trail bikes. Suspension has known to be a little soft on the front. I'll talk about that later. But the great thing about this particular bike, or all the KDX newer models, 200 or 220s, is that they weigh about 200 pounds. 6-speed gearbox, so that's good for the tight stuff and the trails, and also for the open roads, the fire roads and stuff. So 6-speed gearbox. It also has a wide ratio transmission. So the foundation or the core of the bike is there, and most importantly, it's a super reliable motor. I've had, again, a couple of these bikes, and the motor is probably the most reliable motor I've ever had. So those were the driving reasons for me. Decided to go old school, and then I kind of wanted to play around with the bike, see what I could do with it to make it current, to bring it up to date, and make it relevant in these new, electric start, KTM, Husky, and Beta worlds. Can this bike perform at that level, being a 17-year-old machine? So, or 25-year-old technology. My thing is that I think it can, and that's why I like it, and that's one of the reasons why I went with the bike, and I decided to forgo all my buddies and everyone that's telling me, hey, get the newest and greatest, drop $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 on a new dirt bike. It's just, I've done it before. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it. I've done it before. But even when I had my brand new Husaberg 250T, when I was riding, I always felt a yearning just to go old school. I've always felt like the bike was just too pretty, too precious, and to really, I don't know, that's just the way I am. I've always liked the older stuff, and so therefore I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this. So that's kind of the reasoning this last year, kind of what's been going on and why I haven't been on the dirt bike as much. I've been trying to wrap up the three-wheeler. Three-wheeler's been sold. I did get what I was asking for. It went to a great owner. I know he's going to take care of it and do right by the three-wheeler. Sold a couple of more bikes. So my focus solely is going to be on bringing this thing up to date, making it current with the technology that's out there, the new stuff that's out there, and what can I do performance-wise to get it where it needs to be. It's pretty much almost as far as it can go, as far as the hop-up, as far as the motor is concerned. So there's a couple things I have in store for this bike that I think would be pretty nice. I will for sure, well, let me back up. Also, usually what I do is I'll buy a bike and I'll kind of go offline and take about 3 months and rebuild it, and then I'll kind of just show you guys the finished product. I think I'm gonna do this one a little different. If you guys want, I'll bring you along and I'll show you step by step of what I'm going to do to the bike. It's going to be a slower process, but it's going to be meaningful in that the mods that I do to bring it up to date, you guys can check it out and see if you like it or not. So here's the bike. Again, it's a 1999 KDX 220R. Got it for $1,000. Great all-around bike for everything. 6-speed tranny. Good thing is it came with a lot of the goodies already. FMF gnarly rev pipe, turbine core silencer, some frame guards, skid plate. It did have, the only mod I did so far, just because I cannot stand that light thing that's back here, is I put the MX fender on here. So this is the only thing I've added to the bike. Frame guards over here. Some Sunline handlebars. I prefer the fatty bars, so I got some on order already. I don't like these hand guards. I prefer the wraparounds, protect the levers better. So there's the bike. Great foundation for what I think, for what I want to do to it. So it's kind of wanted to show you. Plus I got some mods already planned out for it. So, and I'll show you how easy this thing is to start. It starts like this, hot, cold, doesn't matter. Super reliable bike. Let's get it started up. It's usually a 1-kick start. I kind of just wanted to show you the condition that I got it for $1,000. I mean, it's incredible. It's a 220 6-speed transmission, wide ratio, or 6-speed gearbox, wide ratio transmission. The cool thing with this, I do not have to buy a desert tank. It already comes with the 2.9 or damn near 3-gallon tank. The carb on this thing is pretty good in stock form. There are a couple things I might do to the carb for RB, and also some headwork from RB Designs. But the platform on this bike is pretty awesome. I think it'll suit me well. I plan to take this bike as far as I can take it, and you're invited to join me in the process. Usually I do it all and I kind of just do an end-all review at the end, but I'll try to do my best to videotape the mods as I go. Again, the only thing I've done so far is the MX fender. Here is the old fender, what it kind of looks like, with that kind of grandpa light looking thing. So there's also plans to get this thing plated. That may come in the future, so stand by on that one. But there she is, good running bike. I took her out a couple times already, 3 or 4 times. Super reliable, super fun. And let's get this thing up to date. Brake lines are kind of mushy, so I don't know. My brake kind of fades away after a little while, so we got to fix that. But there she be. Good, nice, fun bike.